What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of our Minecraft Survival Let's Play here on the Xbox One. And it has been quite a while since you guys have seen me make a Minecraft video. And that is because, of course, we got started on the Realm. We did a bunch of videos on the Forever Bedrock Realm. I'm still on the Realm, but, I ended up having a child. So I had to take some time away, and I figure let's start back on our Let's Play world, get me used to making videos again, get used to the Minecraft grind, so to speak. And then, of course, we will continue on with our Forever Bedrock builds. But it's been a while since we've been in this world. The last time you guys actually saw this was back in November of last year, and it was, of course, the end of May. So we're talking almost a good 7 months since we've done a Let's Play episode. And I miss this world. I always said that we're going to continue making episodes out of it, but of course, doing the giant projects we're doing on Forever Bedrock, that took up most of my time, and, well, we really didn't get back to this place. And, like I said, I have some time. I want to start making videos again. I want to keep this channel going. I appreciate everybody's support. Of course, when we left this world, we had around 30-ish subscribers, because this was our subscriber forest, and now we have 76. So, I have been lacking in, putting you guys in here, but, I'm sure we'll catch up in due time. But for today's episode, guys, I want to do something that's a little different than what we had been doing. So, for those of you who have been subscribed, of course, since November of last year, when I last uploaded an episode, you know that we were building a Minecraft town, Minecraft city. Like, that was the whole reason we started this city, or this whole series, actually. And of course, I do want to keep that going. Of course, we have our media play, we have our ice cream shop, we have our bank, we have a Sunoco, we have a factory, and then we have like a tree place, barn, used for cutting wood and all that. And we got a lot done in this series. Of course, football fields over here, and then we built a cave over here. Now, last time I uploaded a video, 1.18 hadn't even come out yet. So we were still in the 1.17, so like moss blocks and all that stuff were like really cool and brand new, and now they're kind of like normal because there's lush caves and everything. So when we left off, we had these 4 maps here that were fully explored. And then just from playing around, trying to get back into Minecraft, I went and explored these 2 maps, hoping to find some new terrain. And of course, that's with the mountains and, the azalea tree, maybe finding a lush cave, so on and so forth that has been added to Minecraft. Now, I didn't find any over here, but we did find a Mushroom Island, which is pretty cool because I didn't know we had one of those. But what I actually want to do is I want to find some new 1.18 terrain today. And I want to actually set up a base. And the reason I want to set up a base is because we currently don't have like an actual living arrangement. We actually just live in this little hole that we built, I think, in like episode 2 of this series. And I believe this is actually episode 54. So I think it's time that we actually upgrade our living, conditions aside from a hole in the wall. And I want to build a house, something that we can live in, a base, so to speak, something that we can keep adding on to, because this world is actually over a year old now. This was actually what I started recording when I first started YouTube, and I've been on YouTube now for 14 months, but like I said, I did take a 3-month break, so technically only 11, but this world is over a year old, and I believe it was started in 1.16, and then 1.17 came out, and then right around the time I joined Forever Bedrock was right when 1.18 came out. So we actually have no 1.18 stuff in this world, but if you remember, whenever 1.18 came out, they changed Bedrock down to Deep Slate, and of course, this is the wrong way, of course, we actually do have that. If you guys remember, we did have a semi-automatic storage room down here, and we also built like a bunch of farms and stuff like that just to keep them hidden because I really didn't want to see them. But we have this, and actually this was all Bedrock, all this Deep Slate here. So my world did update, which is cool, and I didn't really explore too much underground. But the cool thing is because of Project Alphabet, which you guys remember, we were trying to get a stack or, whatever of every item in the game. We were looking for diamonds, I believe was the last thing. If I can find the diamond one. There it is. Yeah, we needed to get a stack of diamond blocks, and then this chest would have been done. Because we have a coral farm, so I'm not super worried about these. But we were trying to get diamond blocks. So the cool thing is, because this world was created so long ago, we can actually get diamonds on level 11, and we have even more diamonds under us because of the update. So, we'll try and work more on Project Alphabet as we go along. But what I want to do is actually go find a location for a base. So, like I said, I want it to be kind of a cozy house, so to speak, but I want it to be something that we can continually add on and grow on, because with this world being over a year old, I see no signs of me ever leaving this world. I enjoy it. I have netherite tools. I have an iron farm if I need it. We have, essentially the majority of stuff that we need in a world, but I want to move away from this area. And no, we are not stopping the city project. I just want to start another project, kind of take a break from the city building and just work on an actual base that we can grow into. So I have got to go exploring because, like I said, there's no 1.18 terrain over here. So where I think I'm actually going to go is this direction over here, and we'll see if we can find some 1.18 stuff. Well, guys, after a couple minutes of exploring and actually filling out the whole entire map that you see in my hand, I think I found the area I want to build in. I mean, it has this, it's not the new terrain, but it's just really cool terrain. So there's like this little peninsula inlet here that comes in, and then of course we have access to the ocean over there. We have this hillside back here, and there's actually a little pond right over there. So we could, essentially build a house stretching all the way around here. Maybe bring in some boats to dock. We could have our own boats. I think this is actually going to be a really neat area. Now, of course, it is raining when I had to bring you guys in, and I'm actually out of rockets too. So, not the best of situations for me to be in, but I think this is actually going to be our little build area. Now, I haven't really decided on how I want to build the house, and probably it's just going to end up being like an amalgamation of builds, but I think this is a great little starter area. I haven't actually looked over here yet. So this kind of flattens out over here. We got that little pond there, but I'm not concerned about this. But we have this little pond here, and actually I think this takes us like into more like of the land. So we actually have, multiple waterways that we can come on and, get access to this place. So I think this is going to be the play, guys. I think this will be the area that we live in. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to attempt to go back home. I didn't bring a bed because, well, I'm never that smart unless I got lucky. No, I did not bring a bed. But I'm going to go back home, get some sleep. We'll bring some shulker boxes out here and kind of start clearing out the land. I do know that I want to build this house out of like not necessarily easy stuff to acquire, but easier stuff to acquire. Of course, our city build is, like a lot of different blocks and everything because we're building a lot of different buildings, but our house is going to be uniform for the most part. So let me head back home, grab a bed, some shulkers, and we'll clear this area up and we'll see what it looks like. Well, I went ahead and, of course, guys, I got all of the trees removed, at least, the main ones. Obviously, I left some of them, didn't take them all out. We need some nature. Obviously, nature, makes yourself look good, right? You guys remember this little like area I had set up here. Took trees out and I started our build. Now, I was thinking I was going to start our build somewhere along here and then just wrap it around. But what I actually thought was pretty cool is because this pond area here is kind of deep, what we can do is I have some bones and we can throw some bone meal into there and get some plants and, stuff like that and make it look nice. And we put a glass floor on the bottom. And then we can see like fish or anything swimming past if they happen to spawn in this area. And I think that'll look actually pretty cool. And then we can still continue to wrap our house around. Now, what I think I might do, because this is like the main entrance, so to speak, quote unquote, is I'm actually going to take this hillside out right here. And then we'll have like a view straight into, it's not actually an ocean. It's more like a weird water glitch here, but it's more like a bunch of rivers that go into a big body of water, as you can see. So we'll have all this stuff opened up, and then we can always build on this island and everything if we want to continue our base. But we have all of this area over here. So I think the plan will be to take this out and give us a better viewpoint of everything in the area, and then we can actually have a dock entrance to the main part of our base. And then of course, as we wrap it around and build more onto land and up onto these hillsides and everything like that, we can have a land entrance too. But to start with, I think having a boat entrance would be pretty cool. Now, of course, I got to continue the oak logs across the front. And then what I did in the bottom here is I used spruce in the water. And that's because it kind of makes it look like the oak log got wet. And of course, being underwater, it would be pretty wet. So we're going to do that. And then what I'm going to do, like I said, is I'm going to put a mostly glass floor in here. It's not going to be 100% glass. It's just going to be probably like a diamond shape. And this is a 9 by 11, entrance or beginning of our base. And then we can build up, we can build out. We can kind of do anything we want just with this design here. And I think it'll look pretty cool. So I'm going to go ahead, work on taking out this landmass, which shouldn't take too long because, I do still have the netherite tools and they're all efficiency 5. So should be pretty quick. So I'm going to go ahead and get started there. And then I'll build this up a little bit and I'll show you guys what we got. Well, guys, I'm glad I took this world as a little bit of a warm-up before we hop back on Forever Bedrock, but I went ahead and peeled back this hill, as you can see, and, it does increase the view a lot. We actually might have to take this little bit of a corner out, but let's just wait on that, only because it depends how high our house gets. So I've gone ahead, got the first layer of blocks down. Obviously, we're just going to use stone brick, and I think it's actually going to work out that we use stone brick because we can kind of make this like house into a castle-ish style build. And I didn't really tell you guys, but of course next season, or next, however you want to call it, on Forever Bedrock, I'm actually planning on building a castle, so this will be kind of a good warm-up. But this will be, my own design, my own style, and basically how I want to make it. So if we just go ahead and, of course, fill all this in, we are just going to do a standard 4 high room, and then the 5th is going to be these blocks here. So we can go ahead and add some windows in. I have some glass panes here. I should have actually brought my crafting table over here. Oh, didn't think of that. But we can go ahead and add some windows in. Maybe we'll do a double window here, a double window there, and then we'll go ahead and swap these blocks out for the stairs, give it a little bit of depth, and maybe we'll do like an awning or something over it too. Kind of depends, we'll have to see. But let me go ahead here, kind of work out some window spacing, and bring our chests over and everything, and then that way we can have an actual bedroom in here. Under here, I did go ahead and bone meal it, so we have some plants and some coral, and it actually looks really cool. It's actually a pretty neat design. I'm glad I decided on doing this rather than building on land, because it's just something different. You don't really get to see this a lot, and you have this glass floor. We're going to need some lighting down there, so what I might actually end up doing is trying to find some sea pickles. I don't know if I have any in my ender chest, and I actually don't know if we have any back at the base, but we'll go grab some sea pickles, and then that'll give us some lighting, something to brighten up the floor, because it's going to get dark once we put a roof on this and there's no light down there. But let's go ahead and finish off, of course, all of this stuff here. I'll get the windows in, show you guys that. Probably not going to put a roof per se on this, because we're going to keep building up and out and all that. So this is just like our little starter base in the area. We're not starting over, of course, but it's a good little challenge, and it's a good little break from the city build. So yeah, let's do this, and then I'll show you guys what the house looks like. Well, guys, after a little bit of building, here is the start of our base. So of course, we went with the oak and stone brick, and inside here I just went ahead and put a couple chests for some storage just to start us off, crafting table. And then I had, all these shulker boxes that I brought with us of stuff. Threw my ender chest down. We got some furnaces to, of course, start smelting. A bed. Now, I left this wall open because I was kind of like building this and like thinking, like ahead about what we're going to build. And I think back here we might actually build a circular tower. And I think the one side's going to be 5 wide. So I left this open for now. And then, we can always knock this out too. But I think that's what we're going to do here. Not 100% sure, but I'm like 99% sure that's what we're going to do. So, of course, the back side technically isn't done. And then on the sides, I went ahead and threw these awnings up. It's just slabs, and then I brought them down a bit to have the posts supporting them. Might change that out for spruce, but I'm not 100% sure. And then, of course, we did the same thing on the front. Once again, might change that out for spruce. I don't know. You guys let me know down in the comments below. And then, of course, I added a little dock here on the front because, the front of our base comes out in the water. So need a way to get to and from it, so got a little dock here. Drop this down a slab, so that way when you get off of a boat, you can just hop right up here. Not sure if it'll let you do it up this high. And then we got some lanterns for lighting. You know, we don't have too much in here right now, but it's a good start, and it's a good way to get back into playing Minecraft. Just starting with a simple little starter house. Yeah, it's kind of square and boring right now, but, you know, we got the rest of this world's lifetime to make the house bigger. And like I said, in between episodes, I'm going to chop this corner off just so we can see out here. Now, what I did was I actually flew out to this island out here. And it turns out this island is like 120-ish blocks away. I mean, it could be a little bit more, a little bit less, just depends what part you're on. But that means we can go ahead and set up some kind of villager thing out there and, you know, do trading and everything. And they won't be affected by anything we put in the house. That's why I didn't put like a smoker or, you know, the iron smelter in here, because I just want to play it safe for the time being. So not going to be using those blocks for a bit, any job blocks, but, you know, we're off to a great start. And, you know, I like how the house is starting to go. And like I said, we're just going to get bigger and bigger and expand and expand. So if you guys enjoyed today's episode and, you know, are excited to see the Let's Play come back, you know, I am. I really enjoyed making this episode, and, you know, it's good to take a break every once in a while, but when you come back, you know, you're instantly reminded of why you love something so much. And, you know, I love this game. This game is absolutely amazing, and I enjoy making content. So if you guys enjoyed today's episode, make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you leave a comment. And as always, make sure you subscribe. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.